candidate has a message for his colleagues. That's up next. Plus, nearly 20,000 National Guard troops are deployed overseas. What are the biggest threats that they face in the Middle East? The director of the National Guard is live on our plaza this morning. We're going to talk to them. That's next.
We're all American, in God we trust, living the dream and never give.
Now let's get outside right now to our own Pete Hegseth, who's standing by with just a salute towards Memorial Day. Good morning, Pete.
Standing by with my kind of people, for sure. This morning, just a week until Memorial Day, we're saluting the National Guard right here on the plaza. Joining us is the Director of the National Guard, Lieutenant General Tim Kadavy, and Command Sergeant Major Christopher Kepner. Sir, thank you very much for being here this morning with this great crew, making a trip here to New York City. Absolutely. Well, you're the Director. You run the National Guard. So much going on. You've got a vision for the future of how this fighting force. I was a member of the National Guard before, so it's near and dear to my heart. What's your vision for this organization?
Well, thanks so much for having us here today. We are moving out as we transfer from the strategic reserve that the nation had previous to September 11, 2001 to really being part of the operational force of the Army. What that means is we're going to train harder, we're going to train more so we can be ready faster and quicker, and we're going to focus on maintaining units and soldiers ready to win and fight.
A bit of a contrast to the past when I mobilized, there were 3, 4, 5, 6 month train-ups beforehand. You're hoping to reduce that so the National Guard can get out quicker.
Yeah, because if we think about contingencies, you never know when one of those will kick off. And so we don't have those 6-month time periods like you were talking about to do post-mobilization training in those instances. So we are sending units to the National Training Center. Your former unit, the 1st of the 34th, did a tremendous job out there last year. So we're going to continue to do that, and we're investing in those things that make our soldiers better and more ready for the nation, both abroad and here, because we are the Army National Guard.
Absolutely.
We have a homeland mission as well.
Command Sergeant Major, you were recently overseas. You were in Egypt in the Sinai Peninsula, a mission a lot of Americans probably aren't even aware of. Peel back a little bit for us what the National Guard's doing in the Middle East.
So we're partnering with other nations in the multinational force and observer mission. Our Massachusetts National Guardsmen were there, and they are ready to take over that mission. Our Minnesota National Guardsmen, while they are looking forward to getting home and reintegrating, they certainly understand the challenges of balancing the need for their employers, their families, and their service as well. But they'll be training for the next mission and ready for that as well, sir.
Absolutely. Well, thank you both very much for being here, General Command Sergeant Major. All these fantastic troops out here getting up early. We got a Humvee. I think I'm going to take a ride in that later on.
These are New York's best, New York Army National Guard.
New York Army National Guard. I was part of the Fighting 69th here in the city as well.
On duty here, protecting your transportation hubs.
Absolutely. Guys, I'm with the best out here. I may not come back inside to join you guys, but you guys are awesome too.
You are. Pete, please thank them all for their service. Love having them here this morning.
Thanks, Pete. Well,